Hey guys, welcome back. It's Krystal. So today I have a review and demo for you on this new foundation right here by Laura Mercier. This is the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Oil Free Photo Edition Foundation. I picked mine up during the VIB Rouge sale, the 20%, or I wish it was 20%, but it was 15% this year. So I picked it up during the 15% sale. Now, Laura Mercier had an original Silk Cream foundation. I never tried that one, so I cannot compare it to this particular foundation, but they now have two versions of it. They have this one, which is the oil-free version, and they also have a moisturizing version. I decided to try both. So I got the oil-free version, I got the moisturizing version. I ordered the same color in both shades. The color that I picked up was beige ivory in both, and the oil-free version, the beige ivory, was lighter than the moisturizing version. The moisturizing version in beige ivory was a lot darker. So this one too in beige ivory is a little bit dark for my complexion. I ordered two different shades online. So the ones that I had originally gotten were beige ivory. So these were supposed to be a light foundation with a neutral to slightly golden or yellow or warm undertone. So that's why I picked these, but it's just slightly too dark. I don't know if you can tell on camera. I did blend it down my neck a little bit, but I can kind of tell it looks slightly darker than my complexion, but I decided to keep this one for now until I get the other one to see if that one works better. I ordered, I don't remember the color, might have been ivory or something, but it's supposed to be a fair shade with warm yellow undertones. Otherwise I would have to go with a fair with neutral undertones. So we will see. I really was hoping they had them in store so I could swatch them. Anyways, enough about all of that. So I'm still waiting for my package to come with the other two that I ordered, the moisturizing and the oil-free version in the different shades, to see if those color match me better. Hopefully it'll come tomorrow, I'm hoping. I want to do a review as well on the moisturizing version. I'm more of a kind of semi-matte, satin, matte finish foundation type girl. I don't really do dewy too often, maybe once in a while, but not too often. So we will see how the moisturizing one compares to this one. But so far, you guys, I love this oil-free version so much. So I don't know that I'm gonna like the moisturizing one as much as this one. So this is 1 fluid ounce. It retails for either $48 or $47. I can't remember. I will put it down here. The weird thing is, there was a $1 difference between the oil-free one and the moisturizing one. Why the $1 difference? I have no idea. But it's either $47, $48 for 1 fluid ounce. Comes in a squeeze tube, which I don't mind at all. I actually like these squeeze tubes. I find them easy to travel with. They're not breakable. Just throw it in your travel bag. Easy to squeeze out. You don't waste any product because you can squeeze all of the product out. So I don't mind these squeeze tube type packaging. I'm just going to read to you what it says on the back of both of the packages. So on this part of the packaging, it says, the original makeup artist's favorite. This photo ready foundation creates a flawless canvas with a natural matte finish. So I completely agree with all the claims on this. I do think it gives you a very nice flawless canvas, and I definitely feel like it is a natural matte finish because it's not a flat matte where it sinks into pores and fine lines. It's more of like that demi-matte or satin finish, which is like my favorite finish of foundation right now. So I love the finish of this. It says the oil-free long wear formula blends seamlessly onto the skin, hiding even hard to cover imperfections, perfect for normal to oily skin. So I do feel like the foundation blends into the skin nicely. It has a, let me show you the consistency. So it's not like a runny consistency. It's just like, it's not moussey, but I don't know, that's the consistency right there. As you can see, it's like just slightly too dark for me. So I hope that the lighter version works out better. I like the consistency of this. It's just really, really nice. Smooth, easy to blend. It really does have good coverage. I would say it's probably it's more of a medium coverage, but it is definitely buildable to a full coverage foundation. I don't really like to build it up. If I do, it's just going to be like in this area right here in my cheeks, which is normally where I like to build up foundation. This foundation does cover my imperfections and my hyperpigmentation, my redness really well. I do still see like a few maybe like sunspots on this side of my face that kind of peek through just slightly in the slightest bit, but no big deal. I think this is definitely a long-lasting foundation on my skin, but just keep in mind that my skin is more like normal right now. It's not really too oily and it's not too dry. It's just kind of right in the middle. I used to be very oily in the past, but my skin has changed over time. So sometimes it's like really dry, sometimes it's a little bit more oily, but right now it's actually very nice and kind of normal. So just keep that in mind because my skin's not super oily, so I can't really tell you how it would work on super oily skin, although it is for normal to oily skins. For me, this just lasts really good throughout the day. I don't have to touch up. It doesn't oxidize, it doesn't get muddy. It just looks nice and flawless on the skin. It feels lightweight, it doesn't feel heavy. So I've been really enjoying this foundation. This does not say that it has SPF in it, so it is good for photography. It doesn't have any flashback that I can see from taking photos with it on. So that's another plus with this foundation. So overall, I'm just really loving it. It's just a really great foundation. I have been using it for the past, gosh, it's probably been a week now. So I really like this. If you guys want to try this out, definitely get a sample from Sephora. I also think they have this at Nordstrom, so you can also get a sample from Nordstrom, but if you're like normal to oily like it says, I think you would like this foundation. So now I'm going to move on to the demo so you guys can see how it applies onto my skin. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the foundation. I'm just going to shake it up before I use it. So it is in a little squeeze tube, which I probably already told you guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and like dot this on my face here. And this color is slightly too dark, just slightly. But if I blend it down my neck, you can't really tell too much. I actually like this color. I wish my skin was actually this color because then I would have color to my face. Because I'm so light that I always look so pale with most foundations. And I should have done one half of my face and then the other half, but I totally forgot about that. Sorry. I don't want to like wipe off what I put on already. But as you can see, I have like hyperpigmentation, discoloration, redness. So I really don't have an even skin tone. So that's why I love foundation, because it evens it out. So I'm just going to use this flat top kabuki. It's not by Sigma, it's by another brand, but it's like the same thing. So I'm just going to start on this side of my face. I didn't put primer or anything on, so just a little FYI there. I'm just putting it over a moisturizer. So as you can see, it blended out nicely. It's probably, I would say it's like a medium coverage, but it is buildable to full. But I just personally only like to build up foundations in certain areas, like usually around this area right here. But with this foundation, I'm actually not going to. I don't really feel like I need it, but I can still see some like sunspots peeking through, maybe a little bit of redness. But other than that, I think it has really good coverage. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this side. This foundation, because it's a little bit dark, definitely makes me look like I have color to my face, but it's definitely a little bit darker. Can you see it right here? It ends right there. I'll probably have to blend it out a little bit more. Just slightly darker than my skin. So I did order a lighter shade. Hopefully that one will work better, but I'll still keep this one because I might have to mix the two. You never know. But so I love this foundation. It just makes my skin look so smooth and flawless, kind of like porcelain skin. I really love the finish of it. It's like, I would say, it says it's a natural matte finish. I would have to agree. I guess I would say it's like demi-matte satin finish. It's not one of those really flat mattes, and it's not one of those mattes that like sinks into my pores and my fine lines, which I hate. So I just love the finish of this foundation. Great coverage, blends out pretty good. It's not like it dries really fast where you have to like really work it fast. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will be back with my final thoughts. Alright guys, so that is it for this foundation review and demo. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the description box. Like I said, I will also do a review and demo of the moisturizing version of this foundation once it comes to my house and I test it out for like a week or so. I like to test out like foundations for a while. I don't like to just do first impressions because sometimes my mind changes for the better or for the worst with a foundation. Like the first day doesn't give you enough info to do a video, in my personal opinion. So I don't like first impressions on foundations. I like to use them for at least a week before I give you my input. So I have been using this for a week now and I absolutely love it. And I just wanted to tell you briefly that it reminds me a lot in finish, in texture, in longevity of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. So if you want a cheaper alternative to this foundation, definitely try the L'Oreal Infallible because this is very, very similar. Texture, finish, longevity. I absolutely love this L'Oreal foundation from the drugstore. However, this doesn't have as many color selections as this one, so just keep that in mind. But if you could find a color in this one, definitely give this one a go. I think you would love it. So I just wanted to throw that in there. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. If you tried this foundation, let me know your thoughts. I would love to know. And I will talk to you later. Bye.